Hey guys. Hi everyone. My name is JP Ocat. I am the Man of the World 2019 fourth runner-up, and I'm here to make your afternoon, well, at least here in the Philippines, wonderful. And I hope that I'm able to do that. So while we're waiting for others, let's just take the time to relax, and I hope you're gonna enjoy this afternoon session with me. And let's keep this very interactive, because that's how I like it to do. Keep your questions coming and let's have fun. So I see we already have 6 viewers as of now. And I see Oliver, I see Kuya Aski, I see Chris Mendoza Ochoa. Hello there, Chris. Michelle, hi, babe. Hello, Mr. Philippine Love from Indonesia. I love Indonesia, and I can't wait to go to Indonesia soon. And I hope to meet you all there. Hi, I miss you too, Oliver and Alvin. I hope that I'm able to, or I get to see you once this is over, and let's all catch up. Hi, Mom. My mom is watching. I just am so proud, and I feel so wonderful that my mom's so very, she's very supportive in everything that I do, in every live talaga she'd watch. So thanks so much, Ma. Belated happy Mother's Day. I love you. And also to all the mothers out there, to all of your moms out there, I'm wishing a belated happy Mother's Day. And I there's not enough words that I can say how much I'm so proud of you. You are the real heroes, and thank you so much for bringing life into this world, life into our homes, and I really, really salute you all. This is Fardeen Rice from Afghanistan. Hello, Sankar, or Fardeen Rice from Afghanistan. Hello, good day, Mr. JP Love from Amsterdam. Stay safe. You too, guys. I've lost in counting how many days now since the lockdown began, so I hope you're still all safe. Keep staying at home and continue to just follow the protocols, especially what the government has said for us, because I believe that it's all for our safety. Hello. Miss you from Dipolog. Hello, I miss you too. I can't wait to go back to Dipolog. Miss Ems and I are actually arranging something that for me to visit Dipolog once this is over, so I can't wait to visit Dipolog so soon. So sorry guys, basically I just woke up from a nap. Let me fix my hair for you. So how are you all guys doing? I hope everyone is still okay, and I hope you guys are holding up good. Hello, Daryl. Hi. Hope you're doing fine too. I miss you. Oh, I see friends here. I see people here. So nice, saying nice words. I miss you all, guys. Mayong hapon kaninyong tanan. Mabuhay. So what do you all guys want to talk about this afternoon? I've been to 2 live sessions in the past recently, and we've all been talking about my journey from Mr. So Filipinas, or Mr. Philippines, to Man of the World. Also talk about mental health, talk about how I'm holding up in this situation, in this whole quarantine lockdown. We can also talk about that. I want you guys to suggest the things that we can talk about now, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So you already have 35 viewers. No, it's 36. By the way, guys, don't forget to share this live stream to your friends and loved ones who might be interested in the things that we will be discussing this afternoon. So share it out there so that we can have more people coming, more people interacting with me, interacting with everyone. So yeah, I hope public transport can be available once again so I can go to my company for work arrangements while quarantine is still in effect. Yeah, me too. I really hope though that public transport is going to be available soon, because that's one of the inconvenience that has happened for us when the lockdown began. No public transport. I hope that it would be available soon so that people like you can go to their companies too. So yeah. Oh, 25, 24 keeps going down. Where is everybody? Where's everybody leaving me? Guys, share this live stream to your friends and loved ones. Keep me company para masaya tayo. Hi, Sean. Take care always there. I hope to see you soon once all is over. And let's all catch up with JP Army. Yep, let's all gather. Joed. Hi, Joed. Sir Carlo is watching. Sir Carlo Galang is here, the owner of Man of the World and the owner of Mr. So Filipinas, the person behind all this, me being the representative to Man of the World for the Philippines. So once again, sir, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I owe you this. Hello, JP, looking fresh, always stay safe. Hi, Janelle, thank you so much for reaching out to me and for giving me this opportunity to go live. I didn't know that would be given the privilege. I was actually looking forward to this. I was just waiting for you guys to send me a message and give me an invite to go live for Man of the World. It would be such an honor. And you too, stay safe. I hope to see you all soon. Nakakamiss. I feel like, you know, it's been years since stuck here, and I've always been very excited to go out now, but then the extension keeps on going, and I don't know how long this is going to last, but I hope this is gonna end soon so that we can return to our normal lives. What's up? Good evening from Malaysia. Hello, Max Wong. Good evening. How you doing? How's your country doing now? I hope everyone there is okay, and I hope that you continue to stay at home as much as possible so that we can at least lessen the effects of the virus by staying at home. Yeah. How do you feel about the extended quarantine, babe? I don't know. It has been extended and extended and extended, and it keeps on extending. So maybe the first few times it was extended, I feel it's a bittersweet emotion, because I honestly cannot take staying at home. Like, I'm a home person, but I can't stay this long. You know what I mean? Like, it's not so good for my mental health or for people's mental health. It's not so good for my body, because the limited physical activity. But also I feel like it is necessary. It is what we need as of the moment. But with this one that's going to extend up until the end of the month, I feel like in order for this to actually make sense, in order for this to actually, worthy of an extension, in my opinion, the government has to do something about it. Like, we keep on extending and extending, but it's just the extension. There's not much tangible things that is being done. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that in order for this to make sense, mass testing should be done. People or the government should have the right number as to how many cases we actually have, according to facts and according to number, so that we can work on that. There's, tangible things, or there's tangible efforts that is being done in order for this to make sense. Because if not, then we only just keep on extending, but we don't really know where we're at. We don't really know where we're going, except that it's extending. It's killing the economy. It's killing it's affecting people around the world, like me and you. So I'm, as of the moment, I just feel so worried, though, has always been. And also I feel I feel the sense of urgency that if they're going to extend one more time, they have to do something about it, because it's not healthy anymore. It's 6,000 something cases in Malaysia, but unfortunately more than 70% have recovered over here. Wow, good for you, good for Malaysia. The Philippines, as of the moment, I think we have reached the total of 11,000. Although, fortunately, the number of people who have recovered has surpassed the number of deaths. Although that is not really something that I'd like to rejoice, but that is still something. Like, you know, at least our frontliners, at least our hospitals, at least our government is doing that. But still, as I have mentioned, the reason why it keeps on rising and rising is because we still do not have the exact number on how many cases that we have here in the Philippines, and through mass testing, like, I think we should be able to get that and have the final answer to where we at when it comes to the virus. Hello, Nikki Hernandez. Hello, I hope you are doing okay. Stay safe, and I hope to meet you soon. That's kind of messy. So this hair is, you know, it's a DIY or do it yourself. No choice. You had to do it. We gotta do things. Birthday greetings for me, please, for May 15. Hey, Melson Fernando. I just want to greet you a happy birthday. May all of your wishes and dreams come true. Stay safe. Take care always. And I hope on May 15th, you're still going to enjoy your day. Make the most out of it. Spend the most time with your family. And good health to you. More blessings to come. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm doing relatively okay. It's just another day for me. Like the rest of the days that have passed. But, you know, I'm trying to take it easy. Trying to continue doing the things that I do to make myself productive. I try to stay away from mobile games as much as possible, because apparently half the time that's what I've been doing. And I feel the toxicity, so it's not healthy. So what else is here? Let me see. So keep your questions coming, guys. I'll be here for an hour. What time is it? Let me check my watch. So it's already 5:15 in my clock, so we have 45 minutes left. Hi JP, can you describe yourself in 3 words? So, I am very, I would say that I'm the type of person that is very giving. Like, like however you define it, when it comes to the spotlight, when it comes to things, when it comes to ideas, like, I'm always the one that would rather compromise so that you can have your time, you can have your glory and all that, and that would make me feel happy. Second, I'm very I'm optimistic. I'm a visionary, so I see things not the way that they are presented in front of me, but something that teaches me, or something that tells me how they might be able to change the situation. You know what I mean? Like what Katriana said, see the silver linings in certain situations. Like, I'm that. But don't get me wrong, sometimes when my anxiety comes in, sometimes I overanalyze things, which is the exact opposite. Like, I think of the most negative things. I think of I overthink things. I think things beyond my imagination, which isn't healthy. And lastly, I am very family oriented, and you guys know that I am very close to my family. My family is everything to me, and the reason, or the person that I am right now, is because of them, and I owe it to them. So that. Hi po, I know you're a flight attendant. Any payo sa makailang salang na po kasi ako First, I would say that you have to prepare yourself in a way that you embody the persona of a flight attendant. Like, you walk how the way they walk, you talk the way they talk, you dress the way they dress, you groom yourself the way they do, because that's what the company is looking for. And also, during the interview, you show them the reason why you're there, and don't just give them because it's my dream and all that, but show them your heart and show them your value and what you can contribute to the company or the organization that captures their heart, that captures them, that if they hire you, then they're going to, that's going to be their best decision. And I think that's what I did when I applied 4 years ago, that I just was myself. I just spoke from my heart and I just had it. I mean, I showed them my vulnerable side, but not pity party, but like, because it's basically saying that I'm here is because of my dream, but not saying that it is because of my dream, because that's too obvious for them, that they know already that you're there because of the dream. So just, through your words, make them understand how it means and what it means to you. And it means the world to all of us. My nose is really itchy. What does that mean? What would be a sign of weakness for a pageant guy girl to disclose his mental health experience if she is joining a contest? Actually, I don't see any sign of weakness. That is a sign of bravery and courage, because owning up and acknowledging and disclosing and sharing out to the world that you have an illness like, a mental health issue, or you have depression and anxiety, that takes so much courage, and that is not everyone is capable to do that. I myself was not capable of doing that on the onset of my illness or the onset of my issue. So being able, like looking at my story, being able to own that up, being able to accept that I have that, and being able to share it to the world, it feels so liberating. It feels so wonderful, because not everyone has that story. And to those who have story, not everyone can do that. And if you can be that person who would put forth, if you can be that person who could step up, so that things like mental health issues, or things like anxiety and depression, these things needed to be acknowledged, and these things needed to be talked about, like how we talk about cancer, like how we talk about diabetes, because these are public health issues too. Like there is no malice how we talk about cancer and how we talk about diabetes, except that we dread them. We don't want these things to happen to us or to our family members. So that's how I think we should talk about mental health too. And for everyone, or to someone who has mental health issues, who's going through something or is undergoing something, either joining a pageant or applying for a job, it is not a sign of weakness, but it is a sign of vulnerability and strength. And that's what you should understand, so that every time you come across to people and you talk about that, you should never be ashamed of that, because you didn't ask for that, you just have that. But then when you show that strength and bravery that's there, people are going to respect you, and people are not going to be afraid to talk about that, because that takes a ripple effect. Like if it wouldn't just end in the pageant. What if the person you talk to about your illness also experiences or encounters a person with the same issue? Then at least he or she is able to address that person accordingly in the right way. So again, that isn't a sign of weakness, but that shows bravery and strength. What is the best advice you can give to another Philippines when you first come international pageant? I would say that the best advice that I would share to him or tell him is, first, capture the essence of what you're doing. Know why you're there for a reason, and enjoy. Because, no matter how hard or you work for these things, when you fail to enjoy, then it doesn't make sense at all. So just enjoy it. Crush ko to eh. Hello, Rex Johnson. Kamusta? Hi, Kiana. Hello, baby. Welcome to the world, and a wonderful life is waiting for you ahead, and be good to your mom or your dad. Can you tell us your beauty secrets? Do I have a beauty secret? Okay, to be honest, the only time or the time that I shower is at night, especially this quarantine. Like, I usually shower twice a day, but now I shower at night. Sometimes I also do that in the morning, depends on the mood. But you know, when you're not doing anything, that's lazy. That's a fact, and I'm sure people can relate to this. But when I shower at night, I basically just put the 2 showers in one. Like, I exfoliate, I wash my face really thoroughly. I basically cleanse myself, and after showering I put on some toner to remove excess dirt if there's any, and to just basically just clear my face. After that, I put on some moisturizer. I've already shown my moisturizer to people who has watched my live video last week. It's a hyaluronic acid. I got it from Japan. It's what it's basically the one that's most effective for me. So that's what I keep on using since 2018. And after the hyaluronic acid, I put on another moisturizer. Wait, I'll show you. Hang on, guys. So here, I use this first after putting on some toner. You can use any toner that you have, as long as it's alcohol free, and as long as it's not you don't have that sting feeling while using it. So this one's what I use. It's hyaluronic acid from Japan. Right, so after I do that, I just dab that on my face, tap 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 tap, and that's done. And I put this one. This one's heavy. This one's heavier because this one is a lot like liquid. You can see that. This one's a lot heavier, so it sticks or it stays on your skin even when you're sleeping. So this is what I use, and it's organic too, right? And sometimes I end with this, but sometimes I also put this one, Nature Republic. There's also, I think I got this in Korea. Yeah, Korea. So you can also buy this in stores that we have here in the Philippines. It's Nature Republic. So I just do the misting and I go to sleep. And of course, I take care of my teeth. I floss twice a day, and that's it. That's basically what I do. And apply some. I moisturize like all over my body. Apply some lotion, especially that I do that now while the quarantine is ongoing. Like, because when it's on a normal day, I would barely have the time to do that. But now I'm taking all the time to take care of myself, because that's the least thing that I could do. What is your top 3 travel destination? Top three. I want to go to Turkey because of the culture. It's a melting pot of a lot of cultures and traditions. 2, I want to go to somewhere in Europe, Florence, Italy. And lastly, I want to go to a country like Indonesia, Vietnam. I want to travel to those countries where there's so much culture. Like, I'm not so fond into countries that are famous for the big buildings, are famous for whatever. But what I'm trying to say is I want to go to countries where there's so much culture, through their food, through their people, through their language. I want to go to those places. Your best experience in Man of the World. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. I keep holding my nose. Right, what is your best experience in Man of the World? It's being able to celebrate my birthday in Man of the World with all of my brothers from all over the world. Because Man of the World started from July 2 up until July 11, and my birthday is July 8th. So I celebrated my birthday in Dipolog, and I never ever in my life imagined I'm able to do that. And that's just so wonderful, because that's once in a lifetime. I may not be able to celebrate that again, to celebrate that way again, but that is something that I will forever cherish, because it was simple, but it was heartfelt. That I really appreciate the organization for giving that to me and for remembering my day. What is the essence of being a man? I think the essence of being a man is being able to stand for what he believes in and being true to his word. Because a man is someone who is firm and who always sticks to what he believes in. And if you're able to do that for the people around you, then I think you have the guts and you have the balls. And that's what a true man is. That's the real essence of being a man, and being able to also to protect the people around you. Best things during quarantine. Best things. I'm able to finish a book. I'm able to watch Netflix. I'm able to catch on more sleep, and I'm able to enjoy my bed, because these are the things that I've never done when it was still, normal, when still like before. Our lockdown is just until 9th of June, and the Muslims here are going to celebrate New Year's weeks later, although the gays are not using everything. It's kind of cool. Are you going to visit the nearby church once the crisis is over? Yeah, I definitely would. And the one nearest to me here is Baclaran Church, and that's always been my practice to go to that church, especially when I'm nearby. So that's basically one of the first things that I would do once this is all over. Thank you, Mr. Man of the World Philippines. Update us on your coming events so we can stalk you. God bless. Sure. You can always follow me on my Facebook or my Instagram account, and we can always chat there. What advice can you impart on... Sorry, my nose is really itchy. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. What advice can you impart to people who are experiencing emotional anguish, anxiety, or too much stress amid the pandemic? So, and how do you handle stress? I'm gonna answer these two questions in one. First, it is understandable. I understand where the stress is coming from. I understand where the anxiety and the anguish is coming from. It's because we are not used to this type, or in this scenario, we're not used to this, to being locked down, to have our activities very limited. We're not used to that. Like, I'm not used to that. I'm the type of person that, although I love staying at home, but you cannot put me in the same place for a long time. That's just not healthy for me. I need to do something else. And I understand where that is coming from. I also understand that the worries, the anger, the anxiety comes from, how are we gonna cope up, or how are we gonna survive, or what's the life like out there when we go out. So one thing that I would say is, it's not exclusive to you. Like, it's not just you who's experiencing that, it's everyone around the world. And I know that your feelings are valid, and that is okay. That is okay to be angry, that it's okay to feel the kind of feelings, but don't be too hard on yourself. Just believe that it's all going to be over, and just, do the things that you think would help you cope with stress, cope with anxiety. Like, divert your attention to, just like what I do. I watch movies, I read books, because if I continue to watch the news, I just cannot help but, feel, I'm just gonna help about worrying. I just cannot help but feel sorry for myself. That's how I feel sometimes. And that's just normal. So in order for you to avoid or lessen the stress, try to deviate your attention to something else. Try to read some self-help books. You can also watch some TED Talks. You can access that on YouTube. I can give you a link, or I can send you a list of things that is advisable, or that I highly recommend. And just pray and believe that this is all going to be over, and that we'll all make it out alive. That's it. And don't be too hard on yourself. Just believe that it's not your fault that you're stuck there, and it is what it is as of the moment, but it's not going to be like this forever. Yeah. Hi Gazini Maki Cordoves. Wow, nice name. How does it feel when you're in that competition? It feels wonderful. Being able to represent the Philippines in a pageant is something that not everyone can do, and it's something that I might not be able to do again in this lifetime. So I forever cherish that experience. I actually, savored every second of it because it's just so short, but it was wonderful. If you're given a chance to ask a question to our president, what would be and why? Sometimes I actually question our president's decisions, and I actually question his actions and some of the things that he does. I do not approve, and some of the things I think they're okay. But if there's one thing that I want to ask him is how he is doing amidst all this. Like, sometimes what we can all see and what we can only scrutinize are the things that we hear on TV or what we hear on the news and what we see on our social media. But sometimes we forget to ask, how is he as a person behind that? He was a person, he is a man, he's a lawyer, he's all that before becoming a president. So I want to know, how is he as a person before he is a president? Like, is he healthy? Is he safe? That would be it. Yo, Carson. Now you're here to mess up with me because I messed up with you the last time. Yo, here's my brother from Hong Kong, Carson. He's one of my best friends in the pageant, together with Ecuador. And I just miss them both, and I wish to see them all soon. Hey baby, how are you? Hi, I'm okay. I'm actually doing fine. Thank you so much for being with me here and for taking the time to interact with me. What's the first thing that you have been wanting to do as well? I'm definitely going to the beach. That's the first thing I'm gonna do once this is all over. I've never been this, how do I say this? White. I hate saying white. But I've always been tan. I've always loved the beach. So that's definitely the first thing I'm gonna do. And also go home to my family. So definitely a beach in Cebu. What do you say about the Philippines? I've always had high hopes when it comes to my country. Like, I've always been very, very proud. Although there are times when I just cannot. I run out of words about the things that's going on, like how our countrymen is reacting, our countrymen are doing things, our government is running things and all that. Sometimes this is real talk, and you may hate me for this, but sometimes I just do not approve of other things. But also, on the other hand, the Philippines has been slowly progressing. The Philippines has been, doing some things relatively wonderful. Just like any other countries. It isn't perfect. It isn't, it is not a country that is 100% perfect. But what can I say is that I truly believe, and I'm a firm believer that this country has so much power and so much glory once everything is going to be put in the right place. And it's really, really promising. And I know that no matter how people see the Philippines in a different perspective, a different view, they can always agree to this. What can I say about Dipolog City? Oh my god, I love Dipolog, I love the food, I love the seafood, and I can't wait to go back soon. If you go to Dipolog, if you ever plan to go to Dipolog, try their sardines. It's so good. My brother Grigor. Hello there. Grigor, how are you? Right, guys, anything more? I don't really know why my nose is so itchy. Catriona or Pia? Can I say Gazzini by your name? No, but I admire them both. But I've always been a fan, like an avid fan of Pia. So Pia. Oh, my loves, Jenny is watching. Hi, hi loves. I miss you and I hope to see you soon. Or you can always come by. No, I'm kidding. So guys, you still have more questions? Sige na, come on. Ask me more. Keep me company. Because I'm really bored. So, you know, things like this, I actually grab them. Have you ever thought of involving in modeling or intern industry as you were little? What was your ambition? Although I've been modeling for the last 10 years, started when I was 14, I have never really imagined myself being in showbiz. Like, I just don't think that is for me. Although I'm not closing any doors, it's just that I just don't think that I'm the right person for that industry. Although it may take someone to tickle what is inside me or, you know, encourage me to do that. We can try that out. But my ambition has always been to fly around the world and see places. Because I remember what my family used to tell me before, that they see so much potential in me that I could go places. I could reach, you know, I could go far and reach for whatever that I aspire to reach. So that has always been a dream, to fly around. Yes, loves, what's your question? Do you have any plan to model abroad? Yes, I do. I actually have contracts that were put on hold prior to Man of the World, which were in Singapore, Japan, and the US. I put them on hold because I was gonna compete, and I just simply did not process that afterwards, because I wanted to stay in the Philippines longer and I was processing things here. But I know that it's still something that I can do in the future, especially now that after the quarantine is over. I still have offers as well from other countries, and I might, you know, take a look and give that a chance. What makes you busy? What's your plan after ECQ? What makes you busy? I don't really, I'm not busy as of the moment because there's nothing much to do, but, you know, I read books, I watch Netflix, I play video games, and I try to help myself by watching self-help videos or, you know, reading self-help books. And my plan after ECQ is really to go to the beach. Totally really go to the beach. What is your biggest disappointment in life? My biggest disappointment in life, as well as my regret, is being too hard on myself when things shouldn't be that way. Like, sometimes I perceive things more than how it actually is. So sometimes I hurt myself, sometimes I hurt the people around me, I hurt my family and all that. And that's my biggest disappointment and regret, because life is so simple. Like, sometimes you just take it easy and take things the way it is, and, you know, accept that things are just like that. And sometimes when it takes a toll on me, when my anxiety comes in, I just cannot help but be so hard on myself. Like, I put certain deadlines on myself, I put certain goals which I know are achievable, but I'm so strict with my time frame. Like, I'm just so hard on myself, and that's my regret, and that's my disappointment. Like, I should not do that to myself anymore. Who are your closest men of the world co-candidates in your batch? Oh my god, I'm friends with everyone, but a simple shout out to my closest friends, my roommates, Mr. Lebanon and Mr. Vietnam. We were really close. Like, no matter where you put me, no matter where you see me, they're always there, and wherever they are, I'm always there. And I'm also closest my best friends, Matthew from Ecuador and Carson from Hong Kong, that we literally cried in the car on the day that they were leaving, and we actually have plans to see each other once this is all over. Like either we go to Hong Kong or we go to Ecuador or somewhere in the middle, or they can always come back to the Philippines. What are your ideas about press freedom in our time? I think that we have come to an age, where everyone has given the right to express their opinions, to express what they truly believe in, and to just put it out there. So without fear, without, being afraid of being persecuted, or being able to express something so freely. However, sometimes people take it so far, because having the freedom of press, or having the freedom to speak, is so wonderful. It is a gift, but sometimes people take it so far and take it somewhere else that it's too much, that we sometimes forget to think before we speak. We sometimes forget to think before we post something. And what I can say is that regardless of what it is that you say, maybe a news, or maybe about like a fact about a friend, or maybe just something, make sure that you think about, is it the truth? How is it going to benefit me? How is it going to benefit you? And how is it going to benefit the rest of the people out there? Because if it's not going to benefit at all, if you're just going to put it out there for the sake of saying things, make sure you're not going to hurt people. Make sure you're not going to compromise the safety of others, because that's disturbing. And that's why I'm saying that some people are just, are taking freedom of press so far that it's not nice anymore. Hello, Stephanie. We miss you too. Hello, Fasai from Thailand. How are you? I miss you guys. What's your advice for the victims of bullies? I know that being bullied is really hard. I've been to that situation. I was bullied for looking and for being different from the rest of the children around me, and I've always been very different. But what I can say is that, and even growing up, like I was bullied with the way that I talk, with the way that I look, because I'm conventionally different. Like I'm unconventional. I am not the typical guy or typical person. But what I can say is that just let them do that, and don't let them get under your skin, because first, they are bullies for a reason. They don't know love, they don't experience love, they don't even experience that firsthand in their families. They weren't raised well, and you just can't change the way they are. You just can't control how people think. You just can't change things. But what you can change is how you're going to react to these things, how you're going to turn these things into positive, like not letting them get under your skin, but just, shoo them off and continue on with life. Because not everyone is a bully. Like, you encounter one or two people compared to the rest of the world that's going to love you. And when you keep on doing what you love, and you keep on doing or being yourself, being so wonderful and loving, the rest of the world is gonna love you, and these people too are going to love you. But that's not your responsibility. Just let them be. You don't have to worry about them. And if on social media, simply block them. You don't have to deal with them in the first place. Like, it goes the same with bashers and all that. You don't have to. I hope I answered your question. Name a time you felt like you weren't good enough. It is actually a challenge waking up sometimes when I feel like I'm not living up to my own expectations, when I'm not living up to my family's expectation, when I'm not achieving my dreams, when I'm not, being the person that I aspire to be. And I feel like I'm not good enough. So it's the way I do it, it's more of self-affirmation, like you're good enough, you are wonderful, you are loved, people love you. And it starts from there, the affirmation to the self, because if there's any person that you talk to the most in your lifetime, that's yourself. So make sure that everything that you say to yourself, everything that you affirm to yourself are wonderful things. Because the nicest person that you can have is yourself. The world out there is going to tell you that you're not good enough. The world out there is going to hate you, say bad things towards you. But there's one person who's going to stick by you and who's always going to say nice words to you, no matter what. And that's you. That's yourself. So when you feel like, going down and you feel like you're not good enough, just affirm to yourself, like, this is just an emotion. It is not the reality, because you are always good enough. The fact that you're able to do things, the fact that you're able to make people happy, and the fact that you're able to create ripples of effects in the community around you, that makes you good enough. What are some Filipino values that can make you proud of the international arena? I would say that we are so courteous to the fact that we call kuya, we call stranger kuya, we call the stranger ate, we call someone nanay, we call somebody tatay, and we don't even know them. Just a complete stranger. And that speaks so much about how we were raised, that we have this courteous heart. We were raised to see people around us with respect. Now I know, and people might not agree to this sometimes, because some of these values are tainted, like the people or the children are growing up right now, that some of them are less courteous than how we were before, like how we were raised. But still, the rest of the Philippines is like that, and I hope that we get to carry that on to our next generation, because the fact that we say po and opo even to strangers, that means you think of the world about them, you think of them highly, that you're willing to take a step down, I must say, to give respect. And other countries don't have that. They just call each other by their names. They just I'm not saying that they're disrespectful, but we just have the distinct values that we have here, and I'm very, very proud of that. That makes us so Filipino. Would you agree that the essence of maturity is being kind and courageous? I think that the essence of maturity does not end, or isn't 100% defined by being kind and courageous, because I can be kind and I can be courageous but still immature. That could be two of the things that makes a mature person, but what I can say is that what totally defines maturity is being able to understand things past the way that they are presented to us, the way that we let ourselves compromise for the things that have so much value. Because let's take, for example, like a disagreement or a conflict between two people, like friends. You can be kind and courageous to that person, but sometimes it takes understanding, so much understanding, to just let it all go. Sometimes accept the conflict and, just own it. Not necessarily because you have the fault, but just you wanted to save the relationship more than being right. And that's maturity. It comes with being kind and it comes with being courage. But most of all, you have to be really understanding. That's what makes a mature person. Do you think... I still keep on scratching my nose. You know what that means, guys? Like, the superstitious beliefs, like when you scratch your nose, it means something. I hope it means world peace though, or that the COVID-19 ends soon. I'd be glad. Okay. Do you think that the showbiz in the Philippines has a bright future? What do you look forward in the industry? Yes, we have so much talents here. We have so many people that are talented and are promising. And I think that the world should see that. We have so many good singers, we have so many good actors, theater people, everything in all walks of the industry. And I think that the world should see that. And I also suggest that you watch Filipino films. Like if you're a foreigner watching right now, watch our Filipino films and enjoy, because we have tons of good films here. Carson, yes, yes, I miss you. I miss you. Jello Olivram. Well, for starters, let me get this to you. Can you speak? If not, then let me teach you how. Hi, goggles. Wala. I'm just here at home. I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. I missed you. Oh naman. Yes, I speak Tagalog. Para dito kay Jello, ako na yung mag-adjust para sa kanya kasi bored na din siya. Anyway, I miss you, goggles, and I miss working with you and hang out with you and everything with you. If I would ask you, how do you pray to God and what do you want? If I would ask you, how do you pray to God and what do you want to ask Him? Honestly, my relationship with God is very, it isn't perfect compared to others out there, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. Like, sometimes I forget to pray, sometimes I forget to reach out to Him, but that doesn't mean I don't believe in Him. It's just that I'm a sinner, and I admit that. And if there's one thing that I would ask Him is that first I ask for what do you call this? I would ask for peace of mind and a healthy heart. Kasi at this moment right now, aside from the virus killing people, what's killing us in our homes is the fact that we are so uncertain with the things going around, how this is going to end. So I ask Him to give everyone, all of us, you and I, the peace of mind and the courage to understand the things that's going on. And also, of course, I pray that all this will end so soon so that we can go back to normal. Natutuwa ako paano ko sumagot sa mga tanong ko. I wish you luck and healthy. You too, John Paras. Thank you so much for being so interactive with me. Thank you so much for your questions. And take care always. And God bless you. I love. Which vlogs do you watch or stream? I'm not really a vlog person. Although I watch TED Talks on YouTube. So that's what I watch. I don't really much watch vlogs. Yeah, I don't really think that I watch vlogs so often. Oops, we're down to 5 minutes left and I'm sad to go. So if there's anything that you still want to ask, keep them coming while we still have time. How do you manage to keep yourself looking at confident all the time? You know, it starts from accepting who you are. It starts from, you know, accepting yourself before the world. Because there's, you know, the reality is not everyone's going to love you. Not everyone's going to like the way you look. Not everyone's going to accept who you are. But when you accept who you are, no matter what the world says, it's not going to affect you. It's not going to get under your skin. And it's just so beautiful. because the most beautiful people aren't really the most beautiful at what the society is telling us, in the center of the society, what I mean. But the most beautiful people are the ones that are so confident about who they are, how they look like. And that's what we should celebrate. We should not continue or keep on celebrating just the beauty of the face, but we also have to celebrate the beauty of the mind and the beauty of the heart and the confidence that it all, exudes in a person. And that's what I keep on telling people, like, no matter where you are, no matter where you come from, just be confident, because the world needs more people like that. So yeah. So yep. Stay safe, JP. Thank you always. Thank you, JP. Thank you, Janelle and Kuyaski. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I had so much fun, like I always do. Just let me know if there's anything, if you wanted me to do live stream again. And I also hope you guys enjoyed this session, and I hope you guys learned so much from me, and I also learned from you guys. And let's continue to interact. You have my social media accounts. We can chat there. I'm very, very nice to people. I'm not gonna bite. Also, let's take all this time that we have right now to keep on learning from each other, because that's what I like doing, and I hope that I learn from you as well. So I hope you had a great time. Thank you so much, guys, and continue to stay at home, take care of yourself, and again, one advice: don't be so hard on yourself, and continue to spread love and joy. Love you. Bye, guys.